right, this is Ken. Girl, let's go and get into it, girl. Miss Nicki Minaj, and I wish her husband actually was a mirage that we couldn't see. Nicki Minaj's husband has been arrested. He might be out now, but he's been arrested for not registering as an offender. You know that girl. And Nicki Minaj was just on Instagram posting and said, you know, I be telling baby, he don't be really care about what's being said about him in the blogs. He be right here laughing and saying, I don't know. You mean to tell me y'all done ran in the courthouse, y'all did all that, but y'all could not run somewhere and get this man signed up for the stuff that he did? And I ain't interested. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The Kingeries brand, Kingeries as a whole, is not going to ever be any type of attack dog for any celebrity. Ever. I'm not gonna break down and clean up stuff for no damn body. Nicki Minaj is responsible for what she has brought into her brand. She chose that man. She said she was okay with, she forgive it. She could have loved him in private. But she been posting him all on social media. She been putting him in the music videos and all of that. Now we got questions. Since you've made him so readily available to us, let's dig and see who this man. You've been getting snippets and shit you've been showing us. Now we want to know. Now people, now the barbs out here saying, why y'all out here talking about he's a regular person? He ain't no regular person no more. Not anymore. And if somebody tweeted and said, what difference is he ain't no celebrity? Move the fact that he's not quote unquote a celebrity, because he is a celebrity at this point now, okay? By association. He still was convicted of a thing. He still did a thing. I don't care what you try to frame it as. I don't care. Now that you want to use some black incarceration type of stuff to be able to say, well, you know, black men went to jail so many times. You're not going to co-opt some movement and some conversation to be able to protect your faith from accountability. We can say that black men are incarcerated more than their white counterparts. We can talk about how trash the justice system, and also black men can also cause harm. That two things can exist. They can be trash, and the justice system can be trash as well. And the justice system, like we can definitely say it hurts black men, but it also hurts black women. How many black women have been killed while trying to protect themselves from black men when it comes to domestic abusive relationships? So I don't want you to sit up here and try to, you're not gonna do that. You ain't finna be trying to, it ain't gonna work like that. I ain't gonna let you do that. You ain't gonna do that to me, sis. You just not gonna. So Nicki Minaj brought this man to us. She posted him everywhere. She should not have done it. She was okay. He did his time. Then she tried to clean up what he allegedly did and made it seem like that it wasn't this and that none of that happened. And then we all look at the stuff and it can't be true. Now this, what made it worse is that, so he was arrested because he didn't register in the state of California. What makes it bad is that, girl, like, sis, you could have just registered. You could have just registered. But instead, just not registering him and doing whatever. Now you have caused the conversation for us to look back into the fact that you are in a relationship, you are married to somebody who's been convicted of statutory rape. So now the people who didn't believe it, who wasn't sure, are now digging up and seeing stories and reports. It's like, damn, this got to be real because the feds didn't arrest him. Like what? Like what? Nicki calls this upon herself, and I hate that she has to, you know, be associated with this, but she brought this so close to her. It's just not a cute look. It ain't no cute look. And I don't know what to say. I just really don't know what to say, girl. Shout out to her. So, you know, we're gonna move on, girl. Let's talk about another female rapper and her triumph. Miss Megan the Big Boot Stallion. I am loving Megan the Stallion. and everything that she is standing for right now. And she said, I am not about to. Now, Megan, the girls did drag you, girl. The girl did drag you and say that, sis. You out here talking about some, you know, if you getting finessed by men, you stupid. You was out here doing all that and shading the girls, and the girls can finesse you out of the contract. But you know, we all get hit by our words sometimes. But I think a lot of people want to laugh at Megan Thee Stallion. It is rooted in misogyny and wanting to see, like, yeah, they got her. And the conversation keeps talking about, okay, so let me break it down. So Megan Thee Stallion is in a fight with her label, 1501, girl. They are trying to keep her from dropping new music, and they're just trying to just keep her from dropping her new project, Sugar, who is coming out sometime. But she's probably, from what I'm hearing, from what I'm understanding, Roc Nation was trying to work with her, offer her more stuff that her label was doing. And the label like, girl, you ain't gonna do this. Like, girl, no man, you signed a deal with us. Like, you ain't finna be out here taking we out here pushed you out. These folks ain't finna see you and make money off of something that we built. Which is kind of understandable a little bit. Like, hey, we brought you to life, but this label never looked at Megan Thee Stallion like that. Had Megan Thee Stallion never, been marketable to them in the first place. Now, the way J Prince and Crawford or whoever the hell these folks is have been treating Megan Thee Stallion, how they've been harassing her online, ain't the tea. It is not the tea at all. Like, this girl is only like 23, 24, and y'all got this grown man out here harassing her on social media. It ain't it. It ain't. So we reach out something from Complex. In addition, Miller specifically mentioned Rap A Lot Records head J Prince, who has publicly been on Crawford's side during his dispute with Megan, and who Megan and her legal team accuses of making threatening social media posts. Miller orders say Mr. Prince shall refrain from threatening or posting threatening, retaliatory social media posts or threats against Megan, her agents, or her representatives. Issues between Megan and 1501 became public over the weekend when Megan took to Instagram to say that Crawford was holding her back from releasing new music. The issue exploded when Megan filed a lawsuit against Crawford and label on Monday. So, girl, Megan is not taking this stuff laying down. She going at it. She going at it, and I really don't blame her. The contract that she signed, I have not seen the contract. From what people are telling me, it's kind of like a standard contract a little bit. But even in the standard contract, most contracts are trash. It's a couple of things that I want to talk about. People laughing and saying, well, she must not read the contract. Her mama must not be this smart. Girl, we sign dumb ass contracts all the time. We right here signing contracts to jobs to pay us minimum wage for some work that we know damn well should be paid way more than minimum wage. We sign dumb shitty contracts with our cable companies, with our phone companies. We sign contracts every day. We sign a contract right now with YouTube to be able to watch the content, for them to collect data and sell it to folks. But same thing with Facebook. We sign a whole contract with Facebook, with Instagram, with Twitter. So, girl, we need to stop focusing on the people who are being harmed from the contracts and the people who are causing the harm. We need to focus on why these shitty contracts exist in the first place. Why is that? Girl, it is way too much. It seems like the judge who's been on the case has been out here like, girl, they must be a Megan Thee Stallion fan, girl, because they out here like, girl, I ain't gonna say they're Megan Thee Stallion fan. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that this judge seems to be seeing what is the truth and just calling bullshit out, and I appreciate that. So Megan Thee Stallion is supposed to be releasing some new music Friday. I will be checking out and see how it sounds. Just because of all the conversation and stuff. But this has given Megan a lot of visibility, so I hope she does something with it. I hope she drops some really cute stuff. But girl, it's just a lot. Y'all tell me what y'all feel about it, period. So girl, we're gonna hop into Miss Politics a little bit, girl. I'm gonna press over her. Y'all know Miss Super Tuesday happened. Honey, Miss Super Tuesday happened. And girl, the girls are dropping out like flies. Y'all calling Joe Biden a comeback kid, girl. Lazarus type of tease. We thought Joe Biden's vote was a life vote. And I was like, let me tell you, I had already knew that them older folks was gonna come out and they was gonna vote for Joe Biden because of his association with Barack Obama. Them older folks got to them polls and they said, girl, I don't know what y'all talking about, Miss Twitter or Miss Instagram, but I am going to polls and I'm gonna support Joe Biden. Joe Biden, unfortunately, is going to be seen by a lot of older white folks and a lot of older black folks as a safe candidate. And for white folks, it's like, girl, he white, so I'm gonna vote for him. And he old, so he must know what he's talking about. It's just amazing how diverse the whole Democratic presidential campaign was going. Now it is a couple of old white folks. We got two old white men as the front runner, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders. Elizabeth Warren just dropped out about 30-40 minutes ago. I hate that for her. I thought she ran a good, solid campaign. She was a front runner from the beginning, and it just went downhill. It just went downhill. She was losing left and right. She left her home. She lost her home state. It's just, she didn't even come in third, I don't think, in California. So, girl, how Justin feel about it? I'm gonna tell you, you don't want to know how I feel about it. You don't want to know. I don't think y'all ready for them conversations, girl. But I'm gonna tell you, Justin is tired. I'm not going into the same energy like I did back in 2016. I'm not giving the same energy that I gave back in 2012 and 2008. I ain't falling for the okie doke no more. So how do I feel? A little safely. I feel like that Joe Biden is gonna get the nomination. I think we're gonna have a repeat of 2016. We're gonna nominate Joe Biden, and Joe Biden gonna lose to Donald Trump. I just think that's what's gonna happen. I really think that's what's going to happen. Or it's a chance that he might win. It's a chance. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm also thinking. If this situation with this coronavirus continues to get bad, continues to get really, really bad, I think that if this stuff continues all the way to election season, it could possibly hurt Donald Trump. But I think it was very smart. I think it was smart for him to give Mike Pence the stuff. Just like, girl, I ain't had to do that. Mike Pence did that. In case Mike Pence fuck up or something, just drop him off the ticket. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. But it's like, I ain't responsible for that because Mike Pence is the vice president or whatever. Like, he is on that stuff. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. But he does have something to do with it because he's the president at the end of the day. He's responsible for all of this stuff. So you can tell, even when he's speaking on stuff, he's ill-informed. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's not listening to the people who know what they're talking about. He's just not. He's just dumb as hell. He's just dumb. And he's a dumb white man. It's just, girl, I'm just gonna put that out there. Like, girl, he's just a dumb white man. But girl, it is what it is. We already knew that. We ain't surprised. It ain't surprising us. But I really think that Joe Biden is going to win the nomination. I really don't think if Bernie Sanders wins the nomination, I think we'll be in the same situation where people's gonna be arguing, fighting, and bickering over who's best. I think a lot of old folks say, I ain't even vote for this. I'm not doing that. I think that, unfortunately for some of my generation, I do think that we have some great ideas and we want to move in a different direction. But I honestly, truly think that, a lot of us seem to think just because of our circles and our social media and how we have crafted a safe space for us online, that all of us have the same ideas. And it's a lot of us, and it's really not a lot of us. I'm able to unfollow and block people who have caused harm and who've said some trash stuff and stuff I don't agree with, which is trash, still trash, but these people still exist. They're still transphobic, they're still homophobic, they're still anti-black, they're still all of these things, and they're still raccoons, and they're gonna go out and do that at the polls. So there's a lot of bigot folks out here. So what type of campaign am I interested in? To be honest, but I know that ain't happening right now, but let me know y'all ready. But that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Girl, it's very much hot mess, Super Tuesday type tease. It was sad to see Miss Warren. It was sad to see Senator Warren go out like that. I hated it for her. I really did. But the girls have been getting a good laugh and kikiing at it. So it is a mess. But I don't think that, I'm not sure if Bernie Sanders has a chance right now against Joe Biden. I really don't think he has a chance. I think we're going to have a repeat of 2016. And I honestly, I really want, Bernie Sanders to get the nomination. So if he does lose to Donald Trump, it's like, girls, what now? I want Bernie Sanders to get it. So it's just be like, girl, these white folks are gonna be very self-serving. They don't care. They don't want no progressive type of stuff. They don't want that type of stuff. But girl, we'll learn. When y'all ready to tear it down, let me know. That's all I got. But girl, that's all I got for y'all, honey. Girl, there was one thing I want to talk about is this Loni Love video of her crying from the Weight Watchers video. It wasn't her crying on the Weight Watchers video. It was a video of her. She was crying and talking about, you know, eating better and all of these things. And Amanda Seales was looking at her like, girl, what? It's not that serious. Y'all know I have some reservation for Amanda Seales. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. But I think she is a good addition to The Real, because we've been talking about The Real a lot lately. I do understand Loni Love and what she's trying to say. It's just like, girl, you know, we had to eat what we had to eat, but it is really, really deeper than just folks not eating healthy. It's really, really deeper than that. It's why folks are not eating quote unquote healthy. What is that? What does healthy look like? It's so many things. And I encourage y'all to follow me on Twitter, The King of Read. So while I'm talking about this, I want to shout out to one person who's been really having an engaged conversation about this, and that is Fat Black Queer. I love them so much. Their fat politic is, ooh, I just love them. So make sure you are following them. That is Black Fat Queer on Twitter. Donate to them, support them, love on them. They have really opened up my eyes to the conversation around Weight Watchers and stuff. And as y'all know, I've talked to Deshaun a couple of times about Weight Watchers and stuff, but I'm loving following fat folks who have the language talk about fat politic. I ain't interested in listening to no thin folks talk about what they have learned just to be able to scapegoat and get through some stuff, because girl, I'm telling y'all, this fat politics stuff affects all of us. Like, anti-fatness affects black folks primarily. Like, y'all got to get into it, and that's what the knowledge I've been getting. I've been appreciating the conversation and the language that has been extended to me because of people like Fat Black Queer and like Deshaun Harrison and like so many other folks, like your favorite fat person. Like, I can't think of their name on Twitter, but some of these people, and I will be shouting out folks more like this. So follow them, support them, love on them. You have some money to give them, so on Cash Out, give it to them. If you want to give it to me, want me to give it to them, girl, you could give it to me, and I'll make sure they get it, because I love supporting these folks. So that's all I got. Until next time, I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye. You in my